Welcome to Small Sword Farts. I just got back from watching the Odyssey, and I'm mad. But not for the reason you think. The Odyssey might have been the best film I've ever seen in my life. And I don't say that lightly. The last time I updated that was Blade Runner 2049, because it was an uncompromising piece of artwork. It took every moment that it needed to. Best is subjective, and best doesn't mean favorite. My favorite's still The Empire Strikes Back. It probably always will be. It's a special place in my heart. And The Princess Bride is up there too. They're very close. These films aren't my favorite films. But best, to me, describes something about the art. And to me, in a world where everything is being more homogenized and made easier, corporatized, Avengers 17 or whatever, a film that is bold enough to say, I don't care if you get it, I'm going to say my piece, and sticks to it and does it beautifully and can execute that idea the way that this film did. What I'm mad about is that I was ever in doubt that I'd like this movie. Christopher Nolan's work has always been something that I loved. Everything that he's made that I've seen. There's ones I haven't seen, and I'm going to go see them. I've always liked it. But the stupid internet rumor mill hate machine started to put articles up, and I normally ignore them, and I still do. But, even if you're ignoring them, just seeing them puts this weird taste in your mouth. And, there's a bunch of fake stuff people were reporting about who what character is going to be, or whining about how they cast so-and-so instead of so-and-so. This film, from my knowledge, I didn't really look into it, but was never marketed as being historically accurate or even sticking to the source material. And it didn't need to. It wasn't even about that. It took something that was old. And frankly, the Odyssey is a story from a time that none of us can understand on a social level. We are so far removed from people back in that day that the things that they valued and thought about are not things that we can even really understand unless we spend so much time studying it. And even then, we're not there. This film took that framework and used it to explore issues that were so meaningful and deep. And it did it in a way, one of the biggest things I have that I gripe about with modern films is pacing. People always rush pacing. And when I started to watch this film, I was a little bit annoyed because there were some cool scenes that I wanted a little bit more time with. And I'm like, man, this is kind of choppy and disjointed. And I don't love it when a film jumps back and forth in time without a good reason. The first season of The Witcher was very well acted, but I felt like the structure of it, it kept jumping in weird spots. And at first I was worried that this film was going to do that too. By the way, spoilers, there's going to be some spoilers in this. I'll put that somewhere. But then you find out later there's a reason for it. There's a reason it's jumping around. There's a reason it's disjointed. And it all is revealed to you at the end. And usually I'm pretty good at guessing whatever the plot twist is, because if I'm not engaged in the art, my brain starts to work overtime. I start to guess plot lines, and I'm not brilliant or anything, but I'm decently accurate. There were hints all throughout, and I had some ideas, but when the weight of the ending came down, it just hit me, and it sat with me, and it stuck with me. I was never once distracted by who was cast. Everybody was phenomenal. Every single actor was phenomenal. It was at times horrifying, at times disgusting, at times heartbreaking. But even within those, I was never put off because it never went too far in any of those things to push me away from the message and the artwork. Films like that are special and important. It's really rare that a filmmaker can push a boundary like that, can push what an audience is willing to accept in terms of narrative structure and moving source materials around and and doing things. You know what? The fights weren't even that good, if I'm honest. Like, I'm a guy, I'm the fight guy, right? Oh, your fight's gotta be accurate to an extent, right? But this film wasn't about fights. There's like 2 fight scenes in the whole thing, maybe 3. And the fight scene is mostly because it's war. There's like one training scene at the beginning, and there's one big battle at the end, and both of them are completely historically inaccurate, like F tier historically inaccurate. The armor is not historically accurate. The costuming isn't. It doesn't matter. That's not what it's about. It never was. It wasn't claiming to be. And I don't even mind the combat. Like, the combat isn't badly done. Don't get me wrong. I give it like a B. It was good. Everybody did a good job. It was never distracting, but it wasn't about that, and it never was. And the few scenes where there's one scene where it kind of drags on a little longer, it doesn't really matter. It didn't take me out of it. This isn't even a gripe. This is just an explanation that, like, this film was very good. And if you were ever on the edge of going because some stupid person on the internet was like, "Ooh, it's not this, it's not that, so-and-so was cast, I don't like this, I have an agenda," and I'm sorry, I am griping about this because I'm mad about it. Just don't listen to people. Me. If I ever tell you that I don't like a film, don't listen to me. Go watch a film. Again, when I rip on films and stuff, I don't want you not to necessarily watch them. I enjoy things. I got to rip on some of the sword fighting for my job. That doesn't mean the film is bad. There's plenty of films that have terrible sword fighting in them that I love. I don't even know what kind of video this is going to go out as. I'm editing Min-Max right now and thinking about the nature of art as a medium, and, like, man, the movie sticks with you. It's meaningful. I really wish that more films would do that. Like I said, and I don't watch that many films anymore because I don't really like too many of them. Oh, by the way, before you say, I have a degree, I have 2 degrees. I have a film degree and I have a master's in theater. So I don't know, something doesn't matter. None of that matters. It's all bull. But what I'm saying is I've seen a lot of films. I've seen a lot of good films. And this is one of them. And in my opinion right now as I sit, when I say best, I do not mean my favorite. I don't even know what I mean. It is the film that made me feel the most that I can remember. Recently, at least. There might be another one that I think is better. There's a lot of films I've seen that are really good, but man, just the way that it unfolds, it's really a treat. I don't think I've actually spoiled anything here, so if you were waiting, just go watch it. Go watch the Odyssey.